You don't say the one. But I did. Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Day. I don't even have the right page on it. I believe it's day 10. Hello and welcome to day 12. 5 golden dukes, 4 pounds of back bacon, 3 French toast, 2 turtlenecks, and a beer in a tree. Hoser. Day 10. Frosty the Snowman. That's right. Frosty the Snowman, which is a part of this steelbook I got last year around this time. It has the five Rankin Bass Christmas specials. That has Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Little Drummer Boy, and Cricket on the Hearth, which I have never seen. Nope. Kind of weird that would be included in here. But, because I don't think anyone really knows what that is. But that's the one they included. I don't. Why didn't I put, the Year Without a Santa Claus? You know, with I'm Mr. Snow, I'm Mr. Oh, miser, I'm Mr. Snow, I'm Mr. Icicle underneath the mistletoe. That one! You know, the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger sings in Batman and Robin. That Cricket on the Heart. I don't even know what that is. But, yeah, so Frosty the Snowman. Plot crunch. It's Frosty the frickin' Snowman. If you don't know the plot to this, I don't know what to tell you. But, for those who should probably turn in their Christmas special cards, let's just talk about it. So, these kids, they make a snowman. They call it Frosty after a couple of names like Harold or Oatmeal. That would be interesting. Oatmeal the Snowman. And this magician's hat named Professor Hinkle. His hat flies on top of flies to the kids. They put it on top of Frosty. He comes to life, and yeah, there you go. He's alive, and stuff happens. So this is only 25 minutes. And it goes through the episode pretty fast, or the special pretty fast. And somebody realized, did the special, while being classic, it doesn't really do anything, well, you know what, special. It, I don't know. I mean, you got Santa Claus is Coming to Town, tells you the story of Santa Claus and how he came to be. And you got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer tells him that. And this, I don't know. Like, it's the song, sure, Frosty the Snowman, he comes to life. And I guess the song is, he's there and then he leaves. So that's what they do in this. He's there and then he leaves. He goes to the North Pole. Yeah. So we start off in school with a bunch of kids. And there's this magician guy who's failing at his magic act. Professor Hinkle, I believe his name is. And he's failing at his act. His hat is supposed to be a magic hat, but there's no magic coming from it. And this rabbit named Hocus Pocus won't come out of the hat. And so he's like, I want the hat. He throws it out a window. And then these kids are outside. They're making a snowman. And the hat blows towards them. And they put the hat on him. Trying to come up with a name for the snowman, and kids come up with Harold. One little weird kid comes up with Oatmeal, and I've always said Oatmeal the Snowman would be much more creative. Oatmeal the Snowman was a jolly happy soul. I mean, come on, Oatmeal the Snowman. I'm just saying. I'd watch the shit out of Oatmeal the Snowman. I'm just saying. Well, you watch shit out of this too, but he's brought to life. And Jackie Vernon does the voice of Frosty the Snowman here. That's all I got for you. June Foray is also in this as the teacher. I recognized her voice. She was, Natasha and Rocky from the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. and she was also Granny and Witch Hazel from the Looney Tunes. So she done a plethora of other cartoon voices. So may she rest in peace, good lady. Good lady. We say good sir, good ma'am, good madam. But cops are coming for you, Frosty. You better run. So of course he comes to life, and he says, "Happy birthday," which a lot of people, when I was a kid, that's not right. But if you really think about it, you should say Merry Christmas. He doesn't know what Christmas is, except for he doesn't know what a stoplight is, but he knows who Santa Claus is later. And he knows what a mayor or what a president is. Wait a minute. He doesn't know about traffic lights, but he knows what a president is, and he knows what Santa Claus is. Well, it's like Ivan Ooze waking up after 10,000 years and with the Brady Bunch reunion, and the Spanish Inquisition, and the witches waking up after the Black Flame Campbell is they don't know what a road is, but they know what a driver's permit is. So, yeah, who knows? But him saying happy birthday actually is appropriate because it is how he is created. It's his birthday, basically. His birthday. Happy birthday. So, yeah. But, Professor Hinkle, evil magician, he sees this hat, turns the thing alive, and he's like, okay, I want this hat, But then he's trying to act like he didn't see it, so he doesn't have to get the hat back. But so his logic is skewed here because he didn't want the hat because it had no magic powers, right? Until he saw it had magic powers. But now the kids are trying to tell him, hey, we need a hat because it brings them life. No, it didn't. There's no magic. Okay, so then why do you want the hat? Why are you so adamant on keeping this hat now? There's no magic. You want to get rid of it because it wasn't magic. So now, if you don't believe that it's magic, why you want it? The truth is, he does believe, but he's trying to convince them that it didn't happen, but they know. But Hocus Pocus, the bunny, hops off his head and puts a wreath on his head, runs off, and gives the hat back to the kids, which brings Frosty to life, and we get the song, Frosty, the Snowman, And the traffic cop, I love the traffic cop, because he's like, don't you know what the stop means? No, sir, he just came to life. Oh, he just came to life. Okay, then. A snowman just coming to life. Just coming to life? Well, then, it happens very quick here that Frosty sees the thermometer. It always kind of bugged me that, like, in these old cartoons and stuff, the thermometer just outside the window, outside on a building. Did they do that back then? I know my grandparents had a rain gauge, for to measure the rain, but I don't remember like a thermometer outside. Maybe they did back in the olden days. Who knows? They didn't have phones and stuff, to look at that sort of thing, or a computer. So I guess you kind of had to. But he notices the red, which means it's warm. So he decides he has to go somewhere. And where is it going to go? The North Pole. He brings along with him the leader girl, Karen. Frosty and a Karen. And he's like, we're going to send you to the North Pole. And one of my favorite scenes where they go to this ticket guy. And he's, first of all. So he's like, one ticket to the North Pole, please. And the guy's like, he's like, that'll be $3,000. And I'm like, $3,000 for a train ticket to the North Pole? Yeesh. He's like, I don't have any money. And my favorite line, no money, no ticket. When I was a kid, I used to, quote that all the time. No money, no ticket. So they hop aboard a refrigerated train car, as if that's a real thing. Maybe it is. There's some refrigerated stuff in there. So Karen's the only one that's cold, because Frosty is a snowman, and Hocus Pocus, who came with them, is a furry critter, so he wouldn't get cold. That's a bullshit. That's some bullshit, man. Furry critters do get cold. You get a dog. My mom's dog. He has a coat. when it's really cold outside because they can get cold. But Karen, she's getting cold, so cold that she sneezes. Let me tell you something. Going someplace that's really cold does not get you sick. It's a combination of temperature stuff and how your body goes through that does it, but it's not inherently cold that does it. So, but it's a cartoon, so who knows? They get to the North Pole, and it turns out that the evil wizard, the evil magician guy, had stowed away on the wheels. Somehow he's able to survive all the way to the North Pole, and he wants the hat back, but because Frosty built a fire for Karen. How he lit the fire, I don't know, because he's made of snow, but you ain't being anywhere near a flame, he melts. But the Professor Hinkle, evil magician guy, puts out the fire, right? And he's gonna let this little girl freeze to death if Frosty does not give him the hat. Tell you, writing for children's TV specials in 1969 was that they didn't care about hurting children, But Frosty's able to find a greenhouse, the North frickin' Pole, some reason, somehow. There's a greenhouse. So, yeah, it's here that, they have to try to get help. And that's when Hocus Pocus suggests Santa Claus. And he tells Hocus Pocus, hey, go with the other animals and let me know when Santa gets here. Like, he's just going to show up in the forest or something. So they go to the greenhouse, and the magician guy locks them in. So of course, Frosty melts, and the magician guy wants the hat. But Santa shows up and saves the day, brings Frosty back, and says he's going to take Frosty with him to the North Pole. He'll be back on Christmas Day, which I don't know if this was supposed to be that. And this was after Christmas. If it's getting warmer, I can assume it's after Christmas. But here, we had like single-digit temperatures one week. But next week, we're up to like 30 degrees. So, who knows? Back then, it was a little different. But now, with the global warming shit, who knows what the temperature will be. But yeah, and so I'll be back on Christmas Day, say goodbye. And yeah, because the magician guy is promised, you're being naughty, you don't get any magic stuff, so I'll be a good boy, and maybe I'll get a new hat. And that's the resolution to that plot. Yep. And there it is. And that's that. Oh, by the way, we had to mention when they get to go in the refrigerated cart, Frosty invites Karen to go with. She's like, "Sure, my mom won't care as long as I'm back before dinner." Kid, you're going to the North Pole. I don't think you're gonna make it back by dinner time. Just saying. But yeah, it's just fun to go back and watch. Got 2 more left now. So, what are your thoughts on Frosty the Snowman? Then we'll comment below, share, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.